Hi everyone, I'm Nikhil. Here are 5 questions with an underwater acoustician. The first one is, what's my research area and how did I end up with underwater acoustics? I currently work in signal processing, bits of machine learning thrown in, but signal processing and my applications are in sonar and radar. I was in India for a very long time working as a mechanical engineer, and I wanted to shift my field of study into fluids. And I was looking at opportunities available outside India to do R&D, and I was intrigued by the kinds of work that was done at University of Southampton, particularly the ISVR, the Institute of Sound and Vibration Research. So I reached out, and the PhD opportunities available were in ultrasonics, underwater acoustics, which aligned with my then interests. And so it was all by chance and by opportunity, and by because I was an international student, there were challenges involved in getting fundings and such. So I was lucky in getting into this field. So, second question, how or where did the interdisciplinary nature of the underwater acoustics surprise me? In my PhD, my postdoc, and my works, I work with a wide variety of researchers and engineers, from sonochemists to biologists to zoologists to earthquake scientists, and the breadth of engineering and research that could be done, that acoustics can pull together to solve a problem, is very astounding. And anywhere you go, you could use signal processing techniques and the acoustics techniques to solve the problem, to gather deeper insights. That kind of work really surprised me. Third question, what do you think or what I think are the biggest challenges that our community faces when we reach out to the audience? The big sciences in the public eye, such as astronomy, AI, and machine learning, these fields are very well known to capture audience interest by mostly targeting the big questions, such as the problems of the universe, the questions of the universe, or how climate change is affected, and using science to solve a problem or at least show a way. Now, underwater acoustics or other research fields should and do work with these kinds of exciting, groundbreaking, really wide research areas. But we should have outreach and communication that capture the audience imagination, so that new entrants to the field, or people who are moving, or researchers who are moving field, will think of underwater acoustics as one of the ways to solve these big problems. And I think that is a very interesting way to approach communicating of underwater acoustics. Fourth question, what developments am I looking forward to in our field in the next 15, 20 years? Um, the Nippon Research Foundation is looking at generating a higher resolution of the bathymetry seafloor all over the ocean, and that is something that I'm really looking forward to, a high resolution seafloor across the world as much as possible. The other areas include the infusion of AI and machine learning from um, the fields such as image processing and into acoustics and sonar signal processing is very exciting. And um, and then finally, one of the exciting things that I recently looked forward to is cross-pollination of ideas, from radar to sonar to signal processing to other areas. Those are the kinds of things that excite me, either at conferences or when I'm talking to other researchers. And last question, if I had no funding limitations, what kind of research would I do? There are a few ideas that I've had along during my research, and some of them do require very large amounts of funding. Something like solving a part of the climate change problem, because the oceans do take up a huge amount of carbon dioxide in the ocean, and the oceans are becoming acidic. So solving that problem, or figuring out how to solve the problem using acoustics, could be very exciting. The other things are to figure out the global wastewater problem or the global freshwater problem, to solve the population growth, and to use acoustics techniques, underwater acoustic techniques, to care for or protect the marine mammal life? These are the questions that I would tackle with as much resources as possible if I had access to unlimited funding. So there I go. 5 questions with underwater acoustic. I'm Nikhil. Thank you for listening. Bye.